And yo, it's your boy JoJo Jovan. Thanks for tuning in to the Socially Charged, Debatable, and Dope. I'm talking about the Privilege Show, airing every week, Mondays at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'd like to introduce to you two of the illest co-hosts in the entertainment industry. I got my girl, LaShane.
Hey, y'all.
I got my boy, Isaac, in the building.
What's good? What's good?
Quarantine building. And look, we all quarantine.
Pretty much.
It looks like, right? How y'all been? Everything been good? We've been kind of off air for a minute, so we all been. I know we got some exciting stories to tell, or some newness, right? Well,
Lots of newness.
Yeah, I'm tired personally. Like, you know, it takes me a while to crack, and I'm starting to get to that crack point. You know what I mean? Like that breakdown point. Like I'm not used to. Like I don't mind being in, but it's starting to catch up to me a little bit.
Yeah,
like, a little bit.
So is it the part of like not being around other people, or is it just like you getting bored with doing the same stuff in the house and seeing people do the same stuff?
I think it's more of the same stuff. You know, I'm okay with being home, but it's the fact that I can't do nothing is what gets me. Is I can't go to a restaurant and have no food. You know what I mean? I can't go for a jog. You know, I can't do not a jog on the street, but like, you know, at the hills or whatever, Culver City stairs. I can't do anything. Can't go to the gym. It's stuff like that really is starting to weigh on me more than anything else. Personally.
Yeah. I feel you on that. LaShane, how have you been dealing with this? Are you feeling like you're in the breeze? It looks like you're dealing with quarantine very well. So how have things been your way?
I mean, it's been a transition the past couple weeks, but things are good. More space outside.
Looks good outside.
It feels great. But the only thing I really miss, I would say, is like restaurants. I'm a restaurant girl. Like, came from the restaurant culture, so I really miss getting like a really nice cocktail and some appetizers. And I used to actually hit up new restaurants like every week. Maybe not new, but new to me. That was kind of my thing, was like finding the hidden gems in my hometown. I would always call it a date with my city.
Yeah.
So I miss that. And there are some of those gems that I did visit that are now closed for good as a result of COVID. So, you know, it's definitely a time to be aware and be present, if nothing else. But I think that I'm handling it better than most. For sure.
Yeah, well, that sounds good. Is the baby? You know, I have to just say, because our co-host Isaac and his kid rants, you know, throughout this quarantine, they're hilarious. If y'all haven't checked it out, be sure to stop by his Instagram at uriel.isaac and hear him rant about the kids. Specifically, you've been doing great and enjoying the breeze, LaShane, but how has it been with your son? Like, how has he been adjusting to not being around other children? And, you know,
I think for the most part, he's okay. It's just he wants someone to play with all the time. And I mean, my ankle was hurting after like running around with him outside for like at most a full minute. And
so that means you're missing your gym membership, low key, huh?
I'm missing quite a bit ankle brace. But I mean, I would say in general he's okay. He just has energy that has not been let out, and so I have to do some adjusting. That's for sure. That's one thing that quarantine has taught me, is that they're having a child. It's consistent shifting to what best fits what's going on with them, to nurture them in the best way possible. So I'm figuring that out. I mean, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. I just shift every week and just find what works. So that's where we're at still.
No, I hear you on that. You know, me, it's been some transitioning going on, some major announcements coming with the network. Excited about that. Just happy, just blessed. Today is Mother's Day. Shout out, I said mother like there's only one. Shout out to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day, LaShane. Happy Mother's Day.
For real.
Happy Mother's Day. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to y'all moms, my moms, all the moms around the world. Y'all doing y'all thing. I ask and I pray that God covers all the mothers, not only today, but every day.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm not a father yet. I have a child, dog, but I'm not a father quite yet. Maybe that'll come, sometime soon. If I listen to Isaac, it probably will never happen. Yeah. So I've been rolling with the punches though. To say all that, everything has been good. Front page news. I mean, a lot of stuff going on in the world. We're gonna dive right on to dive and skim right on into the coronavirus updates. Pretty much the updates that we, the Privilege Show, have for you, that I have for you, is continue to stay home, continue to wash your hands, continue to practice social distancing. The virus is not over. It's still very real. For your latest updates, please check CNN and CDC and wherever else you would like to do your own research. But I do want to kind of keep it lighthearted. Today is Mom's Day. Hopefully people aren't bombarding their mothers with too much love and remembering that they got to kind of stay away for this year. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
States are beginning to open up. California Governor Newsom has changed his, I guess, idea or thoughts on, how he planned to reopen up California. And so some places in California have already begun to open up as of this past Friday. And I still probably won't be out till about 2021.
I feel you.
I can. I mean, so for instance, one of the malls, they're opening up. And it's in a different county. It's not Los Angeles County. It's not San Bernardino. So y'all don't get happy. It's not the Grove. People don't get too happy yet. But, they're opening up the malls. And what they're saying is the malls have to reduce their hours. So like if they were open till 9 before, they now have to close at 6 p.m.
What's the difference? It doesn't make any sense.
So then cutting capacity, like in the food courts, instead of there being table next to table, it's going to be table, nobody, table, nobody, that type of thing. And then they're required to clean every couple hours or every 30 minutes or something like that. I still don't trust it though,
I don't.
I'm still in support of staying home, staying clean. They're also saying that, and I laugh, and I'll save my laugh while I'm laughing, but they also say, because it's not a funny topic, but they're also saying on this coronavirus COVID-19 update that COVID can possibly be transmitted through semen, and so that's the new thing that I heard, because you heard about the baby boom, and this is supposed to be, everybody having babies, everybody having sex. I mean, come on now, just please still protect yourself, because if now they say you could catch COVID through just bang bang, what else can we do? Y'all done took the world from us. Y'all done took the shops from us, the restaurants, like y'all done took everything. Y'all got us spending money on DoorDash and food delivery services. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Yeah, y'all, they messing with us. Anyway, that's off of that. Rest in heaven to a few different celebrities and, people that we know around the world. It's no specific order that I can start in. First, Ahmaud Arbery. Rest in heaven. That was the whole that is the whole hashtag running while black. And for the first time since the birth of social media, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but like I feel like black people stood up. I feel like the culture really took a stand for whether it was reposting or sharing it in Facebook messages or whatever it was. People was like, yo, enough is enough.
We're tired, man. We're tired. And if this ain't straightened out soon, it's gonna be it's gonna be something. There's gonna be some major reactions from black people that people aren't gonna like to see. You know what I mean? And it might get violent. I'm sorry, I don't promote that, but how much can you take before you push somebody back?
Yeah.
Don't keep slapping me in my face and expect not to get slapped back. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope that we can get together before that happens, because that's not what we need in this country. But it's on the brink of that. That's how I feel.
No, and that's a great point. Now, and I'll ask you as well, Shane. Isaac, what can you foresee happening? I know you said violence and you're not promoting it, and we, the Privilege Show, don't promote the violence. But you just see people just taking more of a stand for themselves, really putting their arms to use.
No, I see more black people coming together, like as a Black Panther movement, like it used to be. You know what I mean? I see people going up in arms. I see coming together and just strategizing. We are probably the last group that has done that, because people do it all around the world. they already have a regimen set up for a possible war or a possible attacks on each other. So we need to come together, you know, and it's not, again, not for violent purposes, but to say enough is enough. If we come together, they can't keep doing this to us. But the more that we're divided between one another, the easier it is for them to just continue to harm us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't show no type of togetherness. We don't show no type of care. We'll talk about it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then get over it until it happens again. But I think right now, at this point, what we're going through and everyone being at home and locked down, I think we're understanding each other better, and this is gonna stop. We'll come together.
It's a great point, and I do hope that we, as a culture, and even the Browns, the Blacks and Browns, you know, we can come together to really make a change and keep this thing going. Like, and it's, again, not to promote violence, not to promote racism or any of that. Just promoting, like, let's continue to stay smart. Let's continue to support each other. Let's continue to do our own research. Let's continue to call out the people who are not being real.
Facts.
LaShane, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to ask you, and I saw an interesting, one of the Privilege Show viewers posted on their Facebook, shout out Ty Perkins, Mr. Perkins. If there was one Black leader that you could choose that is still alive to lead the Black people, the culture, who would that be? And if you need a few references or a few names out there, you know, I could provide a few.
I don't know, because I mean, are we talking about politicians or
we're talking about politicians, we're talking about artists, we're talking about movie stars, we're talking about any Black male or female that has shown interest in being an activist or humanitarian for the culture or for the people, and not hiding behind the suits, if you will. Just a few references: T.I., Killer Mike, what's his name? The Black guy, heavyset, who always be going off. Not the Dr. Sebi, but
Banning. What's his name? Talking about him.
Him. Yes. The rapper. Yeah, exactly. But you got the
David
people
Banner.
that are David Banner, and then you have his name will come to me. Okay, so there's a few, but you have these people that are like, I'm willing to take a stand. You have Nick Cannon that just graduated from with his bachelor's degree from Howard University for criminology or criminal justice, to be able to make a change within the, you know, black communities with his celebrityism. So I'm sorry to answer your question. So you can answer your question. Sorry.
I guess my thing is that while not to discredit our ancestors because they've made great, amazing strides, I do think that to change things fundamentally on the multiple levels that they are, I think that might be the problem, is that we've always had one leader. I think that we need to have a conglomerate. The same way there's the UN, there's WHO, there's always a conglomerate of people who run an entire organization towards one goal, right? And so I think we need like the guerrilla NAACP. You know, so I mean, I wish Nipsey was here, you know, so I could say Nip. You know, I would add Killer Mike. I would add a couple of people from the NAACP that have been in the game for 40 plus years. But I think that's just my personal opinion. I think that that's why, you know, turning the other cheek and trying to love one another has only gotten us so far, because we've had one leader, and the moment one leader gets too much notoriety, the masses are following them, what happens? They get taken out. Like, yeah, every time, right? I think that it has to be a conglomerate, a complete network that is so solid, that's attacking multiple things, because it's multiple things that are attacking us. It's not just the police. It's not just the judicial system. It's not just the schools. It's not just the doctors. It's not just the vaccines. It's not just the Planned Parenthoods. It's not just the banks. It's so many fucking things
that are attacking us as a people. So to me, it's silly of us to continue to look for one person to guide us and no, I need the best of the best in law. I need the best and the best in challenging the judicial system. I need the best of the best who can go after these vaccines. I need the best of the best going after education. I need the best. Do you see what I'm saying? One person's not going to be that. We'll be waiting for the Messiah forever. If we want change right now, I think that we need to really stand up and look at that. And that's one reason I know a lot of people give her a lot of shit. Kim Kardashian, I said this on my post about Ahmaud specifically. I feel like there's been a divine play going on with all these others falling in love with Black men at the rate that they have over the past 10 years so that they would bear Black children and have no choice but to fucking speak up, because now it affects them. Now your racist uncle, your racist grandfather, that's your baby's life now. Now you can't separate yourself. Now it's not just makeup, it's not just the slang, it's not just braids. This is your blood now. It's different. And notice what has she shifted to do? She's not miling no more. She's going after prison reform. Why? Because she bore Black children. Right?
That's deep.
So people can talk about her all she wants, but I'm just saying in general, I feel like that it's not just her. It's going to be multiple ones because we need more of the others on our team to go hard. They have to feel like they're going to lose something that they just cannot live without. The same way we have for centuries. Our men, our babies, our fathers, our brothers, they have to feel that same pain and they'll never know it unless they're Black until they bear Black children.
That's deep. That's deep.
That's what's up, bro.
I think that is a very interesting question, and we definitely should, tap a little bit more into that before season is up. Season 2 is up. Isaac, if you had one person that you can pick for the leader of the Black community, Black culture, could be a rapper, politician, any of that, who would you say?
Well, again, like LaShawn said, I don't see it as one person. I think that all the money that these rappers, actors have sucked out the Black community, they need to stand up for the Black people in the community, and to come together. Why is it that we don't have our own, but they have all their own? You see what I'm saying? Instead of them creating for the Black community, they're taking for themselves. And that's why I feel like people like Jay-Z, people like Puff, people like Snoop, Dre, anybody that has made their mark on the Black community and came up off the back of Black people need to come together and do what's right for us as a culture, and for humanity. You know what I mean? These are the people that have the money. It takes power and money.
That it does.
To lead. You know what I'm saying? I could talk all day. I can go outside and sit on the corner with a bullhorn screaming what we need, and what's that gonna do? Yeah, I might get somebody here and there, and that's cool in time. 10 years from now, 15 years from now, it'll pick up and I'll be something. What about the people that are out there now that are something, that have this platform of 15 million followers like Chris Brown does on Instagram or whatever these guys have? You know what I mean? It's time to come together and build together and put our differences aside, and all this money don't mean nothing because you can't take it with you. So use your platform to help our community and better us. That's how I see it. So I can't give you one person.
Yeah, agreed.
I give you 25 people.
No, agreed, and I have to say, one of our viewers, is a good friend of mine, Daryl. What's up, Daryl? Ice Cube said, Ice Cube, is a voice of the people, and I guess maybe not so much of a politician. Like, I don't think that we'll ever see another Black president in the span of our lives. Hopefully, we will. But I guess as far as the voice of the people, I think that the people that we named so far have been doing somewhat of a pretty good job. I mean, because other than that, who have we heard from? Malcolm has passed, Martin Luther has passed, a lot of the greats have passed.
We need Tupac back. Where's our Tupac at?
He in the Himalayas hiding out. But
where's a person that is not afraid to step up and say what the truth is?
T.I.,
listen, he ain't the guy.
There's that, yeah.
He ain't the guy. I'm sorry. No respect to T.I., but he isn't the guy. You know what I mean? He's just not the guy.
I
He
think,
isn't the guy.
I think that that's why it's so important. I think that in the times when everybody was in church on Sunday and all those things, then Martin Luther King was perfect for that time. And
That time.
that's perfect for his time. You know what I mean? Saying Nipsey was perfect for his, Tupac, they were all perfect for their time. They left those gems that have stuck with us. What are people doing in quarantine? Starting their own business, not trying to work for the man. Nipsey taught us that. Okay, that was just a year ago that we realized, okay, let's integrate what the fuck he was talking about. So it's not that we're not listening. I just think that sometimes we give bigger bouquets to others than some. You know, I don't think that any one person necessarily made more strides than the other, because there was a whole team behind MLK and Malcolm X. You know, so there's I do think that this time calls for a massive shift. And I think that that's what's happening. I think that what's happening is everybody is waking up. I think there's been a lot going on to get us to where we're at, but I don't think it's going to be one person. I think it's going to be multiple people for
It
various.
can't be one person.
It can't. There's just, at this point, we're sick of all of it. We're not just sick of the police. We're not just sick of the judicial system. We're not just sick of teachers talking about my kid's too hyper. We're not just sick of you telling me my child wasn't talking before he got this vaccine. And why is it all the other little black boys are going through the same thing at 3? You're not going to tell me. We're fed up on multiple levels, and one person is not an expert. All those things. You can't be.
Agreed.
Unless you're 100 years old, there's no way you're an expert on all those things at the current place that all those things are today.
Yeah, and even if you were 100, I don't know if you could verbally communicate what you know. Thank both of y'all on that. That y'all got me thinking about some things. So we definitely gonna follow back up on that, because you know, and to put my input, my 2 cents, I personally don't have a voice of the people yet. I mean, I do see everybody. I see what everybody is doing, the strides that we've taken over the years, over the decades. I still feel like we're still not there yet. We still do have a ways to go. I do wish that we as a culture in the communities, especially growing up and coming from Chicago, shout out hometown, I do wish that we could make this a bit more consistent. You know, because they was like, oh, well, the only reason that justice was served for Ahmaud was because we saw the video. It's not because, you know, this is 2 months later we're talking about.
Right.
So now you have, to cap off this specific front page news with rest in heaven to Ahmaud Arbery. Celebrities are now sending letters out to have swift movement in his case and getting this moved a little bit faster than.
Because people got time.
Yeah.
Productions are shut down. I mean, everybody's at home. I'm not trying to say that these people didn't care before. I think that's that it just wouldn't catch their eye because people have been so busy, especially in LA, especially if you're in the entertainment industry and just whatever you got to do, right? People have genuinely been busy. I don't think it's that people don't care about care about Black lives. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it's great.
With this particular one, I've had so many of my friends that are not Black contact me personally and just talk about how horrible it is, just wanting to check in on me as a mother of a Black boy. And
they're tired of it too.
They're sick of it.
They're embarrassed. They're overall like, oh my God, like, oh.
Yeah, I've had people call me from across the pond, literally, just that know about this. But I think that it has a lot to do with people got time. Everybody's locked down, and this is what it's going to take for people to see the injustices as it relates to multiple things. I don't think it's going to be just this, but I hope that it's enough to change things.
Agreed.
Did y'all hear why they weren't arrested?
That part, no. Can you shine some light on that?
Because there was a series of break-ins or whatever.
No. The reason they were not arrested is because the district attorney, a woman of that state or that county or whatever, knows the man, the father.
Yeah.
And told the officers, because the officer said that they had enough information, I guess, or to arrest the guys. She told them to not. She told them to arrest him, which also is a problem because that puts her directly involved in a murder cover-up.
Right.
Okay?
I
The
did.
district attorney.
Yeah. And didn't two people recuse themselves?
Say what?
Didn't two attorneys recuse themselves from the case?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sick of it.
But basically,
Yeah.
what I read is it was a full cover up.
Yeah.
And people are just like, yo, you're not gonna get me involved. I'm out. I'm
Yeah.
out. You know, it's basically.
Y'all heard about the cop that killed the kid the other day? The black dude that saved little girl and stabbed up?
Wait, what? Run that back.
This just happened the other day. A little black, a boy, probably maybe 20s, early 20s, a 9-year-old girl was getting stabbed up by somebody, okay? The boy saves her, gets his blood on her. The cops come and kill him.
Because they thought he was a killer.
Without any type of...
Well, time for us to take a stand again. Hashtag.
You see what I'm saying, though? Like, this type of shit that makes you be like, you know what? You know what? But then when I do that and I lash out, I'm the bad guy.
You know what the law I'm ready for? White people can't be cops. Because if you scared of people's skin tone, if you see someone's skin tone makes you think they're automatically guilty, you cannot be a cop. And that is ingrained in them. At this point, that's the law reform I need.
This is the shit that Tupac was talking about.
Be cops.
This is shit Pac was saying. If you listen to music right now, you'd be like, damn, he was saying all this shit 20-something years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this stuff is, like, ridiculous.
Run ridiculous. With me, Hail Mary.
You know, it's a lot. Like, what if Liam's trying to help his little sister?
Right. Then what? I mean,
and I'm not the mom that's going to stand at no press release crying, talking about I want justice. I'm going to be crying, talking about, I need blood for my child. I need blood for blood.
Listen, so, you on some Halle Berry. I could see you in Halle Berry. You would have did a good part in that role. What was it called with Halle Berry in the little?
I know what you're talking about.
Isaiah? Who's Isaiah?
Well, that was the first one. No, he tried to make you a crackhead real quick. Not the crackhead Holly, but the Holly where she was chasing, where she's like, I'm going to find him whatever way I have to.
They snatched her baby from the from the park, and she chased them. Listen, I need blood for blood. You scare my child, I'm scaring you.
Yo, that's comedy. Listen, rest in heaven.
Let's move on.
Rest in heaven, Little Richard, rock and roll Hall of Famer, rock and roll king. He has passed away at 87 years of age. Causes of death unknown still, right?
Well, I mean, he's 87. You know what I'm saying? So, like, well, I mean, with all due respect, though, like, it wasn't like he was 46 or 52. Like, he was older, man. So I'm sure he had some illnesses that would probably set him, you know, as being an 87-year-old man.
No,
so he had a marvelous life, a wonderful life. Let's not.
Oh, he lived.
You know what I mean? That man lived. I mean, what do you expect? You want 87 years of that? I would love 87 years of what he did. He was a rock star, a movie star. He had money, homes. He had a beautiful life. You know what I mean? So, celebration in a sense for him. You know, that's kind of how I like to look at it with Richard, just for the fact of what he's accomplished. The man is accomplished. He's a legend. He'll forever be remembered for being one of the pioneers of rock and roll. You know, beautiful life. But
he lived a very good life. It was almost, I can picture it like being a Hugh Hefner life almost.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like very, very rich.
No, he was rich. He had a really good life, man. You know what I mean? He had a really good life. One that anyone will be blessed to have.
Yeah.
So
agreed. Now, another death that's shocked and rocked the world and music industry specifically, Andre Harrell, music mogul, icon, Uptown Records, you know, founded Diddy, you know, that whole movement, Bad Boy movement, and many other things along the years. I'm like tongue-tied. Along the years, and unknown, right? It wasn't called.
Yeah, we have no idea how. You know, and that's sad because he wasn't an old man.
It's getting a little spooky, honestly, that all these black people dying and we don't know how.
Well, you know what?
If the coroners don't have time to read the death certificates of people who are dying from corona, and they just now picking back up. How we know? You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. Anyway,
Isn't Oprah wearing an ankle bracelet? Anyways, though.
Oprah.
I heard her and Ellen are wearing.
Oh! Y'all didn't know?
Contact tracing.
Y'all didn't know that they wearing ankle bracelets up. I didn't see it firsthand, but it sure does look like in the pictures.
Right.
Listen, I know niggas from the hood, all right, and I've seen ankle bracelets before, and I know the shape of them shit. So,
what do you think it's about?
The child trafficking.
Right, that's what I've been hearing the same with Ellen. That her and Oprah.
It ain't just that.
That apparently that's why Harvey Weinstein only got 21 years, because he decided to give other information on other people having to do with the child trafficking, sex trafficking, drug, narcotics, all kinds of stuff.
Apparently, was it Jeff Epstein? That was his name, Epstein? He's not even dead.
Committed suicide?
They faked his death. He's not dead.
Yeah, faked his death,
right? Because he had so much dirt on the people that's why they're bringing all this down now. You know, which is just, you know, there's gonna, again, allegedly. Okay, none of this has been confirmed.
Well,
but allegedly,
a picture of like his earlobe and then the body that they were wheeling out, and the earlobe is very, very different.
I mean, well, what I mean by allegedly, these people are involved in sex trafficking and child trafficking. Allegedly, right? We got to say that.
Allegedly,
but there is a lot of people that they are claiming are involved in this. Like, hundreds.
That Tom Hanks is involved, and that was
allegedly
the reason he was in Australia and didn't come back.
Yep, they're saying that possibly there's a lot of, I don't want to call any names now because we haven't heard about them, but there's a lot of people that you're gonna run into that are part of this. I mean, Oprah allegedly has tunnels under her home in Florida. Okay.
Boca Raton.
Where they're running people back and forth. Allegedly.
I'm pretty sure. No, I'm pretty sure they do. I mean, if a bomb came through, you know, I'm pretty sure there's an elite set that has that place to nowhere to go. You know.
Right.
All I can say is there's a reason why Oprah never spoke up on the people that she was very close to. That been indicted and found guilty for these things, but is willing to talk about everyone else. It would be different if she avoided the conversation altogether, but the fact that she specifically does not go after these people tells me there's a reason why. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Now, that's a good.
Sorry about the fucking the hard right we took or hard left, but
no, it's all good because we were paying homage to Lil. I was about to say Lil. We were paying homage to Little Richard and Andre Harrell, rest in peace. And also there was not the Tiger King, but one of the Sigmund Freud.
Oh, yep, he passed away. Yep, from Corona, right?
Passed away. Yeah. And then who did you mention, Isaac? You mentioned somebody earlier.
And a friend of mine, his father's best friend, passed away literally like 3 days ago, and he had a Corona for a week and a half. So this whole thing about come outside stuff, like on a regular, no more mask and open. Y'all do what y'all want to do, but I'm gonna go ahead and just let this thing pass on a little longer. Give myself a little bit more space for a little longer. You know what I mean? Just because I don't know the government and what they're doing, but I know they're doing something.
Now that I believe that too. Yeah, that's what we have for celebrity news. Celebrity news and front page news. Not even really celebrity news. Celebrity news, the hottest thing of today, hottest thing of the night. Jill Scott versus Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu versus Jill Scott. They did the damn thing last night, 2 hours strong. I was there for the whole 2 hours. I thought it would be one of those things where I would have to just kind of die out, but they didn't do all the songs. They mixed them in. They didn't do every hit back to back, you know?
Yeah.
I even had to pull up my Shazam a couple times. Right? 725,000? Yeah.
They that's the second largest, good for them.
Wow.
Them ladies, they have beautiful music. They have beautiful music.
Now I did I was hearing mixed reviews, like it seemed like they weren't really friends, or it seemed like there was a little bit of shade or some things going on, but they were trying to just do it for the camera. Did y'all think that there was?
No, I didn't get that.
You thought it was pure and genuine?
Well, I didn't watch the entire thing because I was shooting something, but from what I got two women who are very passionate and musically talented who are playing their songs. You know what I mean? I feel like if there was some type of tension which I didn't get, it's called VERZUZ. You know what I mean? It's me versus you. So it should be no different than from when Teddy Riley and Babyface go at it, like, yo, we going at it here.
They did.
But with all respect to them both ladies, they are both gorgeous.
Yeah, both gorgeous.
And I'm happy that they were able to put on a show for us,
Most
for real.
Definitely. Most definitely. Everybody was in the building. Michelle Obama, I mean, we can't even run down. There's so many to name at this time. Like this quarantine thing, I've been finding so much joy in these verses things, all of that good stuff. Lashane, did you checked it out, right?
I didn't. When I tuned in, they were figuring it out still. And I have a 3-year-old, so it's like I can either figure him out or figure you out. So I was figuring him out. I was walking through the house and my housemate was listening to it. So I did kind of catch a little bit, but I missed it this time, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well,
so what did you think? You thought they were throwing a little shade at each other?
From the little clip you saw?
No, I'm talking to you.
Me.
Oh.
I didn't think so. Seeing it from the beginning, I see how people who probably came in the middle of it, or at a certain point of the battle or versus, they probably could have thought that. But
really,
yeah. But I watched it from the beginning. I thought that Erykah Badu was a little irritated in the beginning because she was sitting on her live already ready, background going on, all that. And then she waiting on Jill Scott, and then her people telling her, "Oh, we got to go over to Jill's page." So they finally got it together. But outside of that, they were very soft-spoken. They were very, like you said, beautiful, fresh-faced. Erykah Badu came with the creativity. I did hear mixed reviews on that background that Erykah Badu had.
Why?
I don't want to. Bruce Lee.
It's martial arts, right?
Martial arts. Yeah, but it was like, okay, she's doing. So one of the reviews was like, okay, she's doing too much. That's doing too much. I can't really focus. It's distracting me. And then a good point was made that because they are both low-key and mellow artists, it would have been chill as hell, low-key as hell, would have been putting people to sleep if they didn't have nothing going on, Yeah. So
yes.
I mean, what's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with her expression? Like, let the woman do what she do.
Opinion. No, but see, Teddy Riley is the problem. Teddy Riley made a fool of his damn self that first time.
Did he?
Yes, he did. However, those two particular artists, Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, those are the two that I've already prepped myself for.
Yeah.
Like when they were still trying to get it together, I was like, okay, I already know how they are. They kind of come 2 hours late anyway.
Yeah,
so rather than me get frustrated, I know who they are. I was real with them. Let me go get my 3-year-old together. I'm gonna have to catch this rerun. Period.
Erykah's known to be late. Erykah's known to not show up for a while.
And she was on time, but then Jill, she walked off to go make a drink or roll a blunt or something.
She did. I did catch that.
How long was she gone for?
Probably like 3 minutes.
Really?
You talking about the beginning, right, LaShane?
Who was speaking when she kept
it was Jill with this intro. She had a picture shown in the back, and she had this
of Maya
or something. Yeah,
and Maya Angelou was like
just going to town speaking. Yeah, and Jill was gone. So Erykah finally got.
Erykah's like, we gonna see what's happening.
Yeah. But it was good overall. Erykah Badu she dropped that Next Lifetime, That'll Forever Be a Joint. She dropped that Certainly. She dropped Orange Moon.
Erykah had songs.
Oh, Erykah had songs, yo. Song after song.
I like them both, but I'm gonna go in that versus. If I had to choose a winner, I'm gonna go with Erykah on that one.
Yeah,
and whoo,
I gotta say Erykah, but you know what? Jill ended it off with that long is it The Way or one of those? But I think
she really
she did, but she waited because that was a big hit for her. She waited to the end to drop that, but then Erykah's last was Tyrone.
Ooh.
Yeah, that Tyrone, and then she did the live version. So. Anyway, epic battle. One battle that viewers, and fans alike were looking to forward to seeing is Brandy versus Monica. Monica came on for the record and was like, nah, y'all trying to, to me it seems like y'all trying to rehash a beef that, things that y'all pitted us together over the years.
Okay.
And it seems like this is the same mess. We don't want to take, and so she said, Brandy then, or one of them said, if this was more of like a tribute instead of a versus or battle, then they would be down for it. So
I get where they're coming from, but this isn't the energy
right,
of the
right.
This isn't 90s battles. This
right.
is completely different, where I don't think, does anybody really even call a winner? It's like, at the end of the day, I'm downloading more music. I'm remembering good times of being in the kitchen with my aunties and my Grammys. Like, I'm
they
not
ain't seen it that way.
about no winners here.
Yeah,
Like,
they are. Those two are thinking about not losing.
Oh yeah, because
you know what I mean.
The fans were like,
they don't want to reopen that scab
because they beef. So for them, it's like, oh, you gonna? They might have better songs than me. Like, I don't want to do any of that.
My caption for that versus would be, whose boy is it? Like, they did the song, The Boy Is Mine. And it's like, who gonna play that first? That's the hit.
And both of them, to be honest, both of them needed this.
Whose boy is it?
Okay?
They did.
They both needed verses for their own publicity. They tripping.
Well, shout out, Monica and Brandy, we love you. Listen to me for decades, but we would like to see. Now here's what I feel like. Brandy said, you know what, because Sonya Norwood, from my understanding, is still managing Brandy, her daughter Brandy, and has been throughout the tenure of her career. Brandy said, y'all gonna do a versus, F that, I'm gonna drop a song. So Brandy dropped the song and video, and then she's also prepping up her new album called 7, I believe.
But no one cared though. No one cared. No one cared.
I like Brandy.
No. I like Brandy. My point is this.
Oh, the people don't care.
If she was smart, okay, she would have done the verses and then dropped the song and video. Okay?
No, that's the point.
Like, what are we talking about here, Brandy? Like, no disrespect, but you're not relevant in that way. And you're old.
Yeah.
Like, you're old and you're pop in a sense. So your best bet was to go battle Monica and then drop your song in drop your song in video and let the streams rise up. That's how I came out of it. If I was the manager.
Her market is more niche at this point, right? Definitely. So I agree. If I were her manager, then that would have been the point.
Talking about you're doing this, talking about battling.
But I was saying B2K should have opened for Janae when they, before that whole other.
Well, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Never.
But people, that just goes to show how we allow those old scabs to open up instead of.
Well, it's a new scab though. No, the new scab was sex with my mom's. That's the new scab. And you got you whipped my baby's mother. For the other one, that's the new scab. Y'all not rocking. I'm not rocking with y'all. Simple as that. And it's sad because Raz B is the only one that really suffered in this whole situation because he didn't do nothing.
Well, you know what? Let's go back. Let's take that back. Raz B of B2K was the one who was hysterically doped up or drugged up years ago that talked about Chris.
He was telling the truth.
He was telling the truth, but he fucked the business up then. Then years later, Fizz fucking the business up.
Well, hold on. Now they broke up.
And now if Lil Fizz, he's no longer Lil Fizz, but if Fizz, Drew, whatever, if he had sex with Omarion's moms, yo.
No.
That's
Boog.
wild. I heard.
Not Fizz, Boog.
Boog, correct. Boog.
Not Fizz.
It's still messed up.
I mean, right. So, you know what I mean?
That's unthinkable. That's like me having sex with your moms, Isaac. Like, what type of shit?
Right.
What?
And I'm supposed to make some money.
That's what type of shit.
So, but he came out with the molestation after the group had already broken up, though.
Yeah.
It wasn't like it was before the group. It was after the group. You know what I mean? And that did happen. So, you know what I mean? Like, because I know somebody that was supposed to sign to that label that got offered the same contract with the same type of stipulations. And he was like, I'm good on it. Bottom line is, they all are messed up, and Omarion was smart to just take the high road. Whether he's wrong or right in how we treated April, whether he's wrong or right, I'm not disputing that because I don't know about their situation. But I do know what he did publicly is wrong. You know what I mean? You're over here laid up with his baby's mama. You're over here trying to have sex with my moms, and I'm supposed to take y'all on tour with me? Nah, that's a wrap.
Nah, that's a wrap. That messed up the whole dime and coin or whatever it was.
Absolutely.
Oh man, their diamond coin, not Omarion's.
No, not Omarion's. He yeah.
Even
It's
if
just
he
tough.
did do her wrong, which
Right.
I can't comment on because I don't know nothing about it. It's like, as my boy, or even on a business level, my boy, you don't go stepping at anything. If she come to you and she pillow talking to you, then you run that back to me.
Come on, man. But it goes to show you. This goes to show you. It's an old tradition. Sex, women will ruin men because hold on. Here's why. Because men chase vagina and they don't know how not to separate that from friendship with other people. Like I know guys that ruin best friendships for 20 years over sex one time with a girl he was with. Like, come on, my guy. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? But that's how
it happen.
That's how a lot of men think. A lot of men think that way.
I've seen it
you
happen.
Know? Sad.
What's the movie? The Way a Man Thinks, The Way a Woman, whatever.
Wow.
For our Brandy fans, we won't leave y'all high and dry. Brandy's single is called Baby Mama. Y'all was talking about Baby Mama.
Baby Mama.
Her song is called Baby Mama. She got a dope video choreographed by Frank Gatson, brought together.
Okay, Brandy, do your thing, girl.
Of all
Baby
that
Mama
good stuff.
L.
Baby Mama, check that out.
Like
Video's pretty dope. She did a tribute to Sammy Davis Jr. with the whole oversized suit, hat, combo, choreography combo. Really, really dope. Y'all are funny co-hosts. I love it.
Oh, and Brandy, if you need a baby daddy, come holler at me.
I can't.
Another baby daddy. She got a baby.
If you need another baby daddy or someone to take care of your baby with your pockets, come holler at me.
Now, going into the talk of the Zodiac, I'll give you a very warm introduction, LaShane. I think it's only appropriate. Taurus season. Taurus is and happy belated birthday, Isaac. Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, happy belated.
Yes. Isaac, this speaks to you, and I have a lot of Taurus friends. Surprisingly, I know a lot of Taurus and are pretty close to Taurus. Taurus is the second of 12 astrological signs and is represented by the bull constellation. Of the 4 zodiac elements, air, earth, fire, and water, Taurus is an earth sign. Taurians, like the bull that represents them, are known to be intelligent, dependable, hardworking, dedicated, and stubborn. That's all you?
Except stubborn.
Got it. LaShane, what's new for the Zodiac? Or in the cosmos? Because again, you don't want to be, what did you say? You don't want to be like deemed the mother of the stars, but you're like.
I'm definitely not. I'm just sharing with y'all my journey.
That's it. That's what's good.
But so yeah, we just had the last full super moon of 2020, which is the flower moon, also the full moon in Scorpio. That was May 7th. So full moons are fantastic for releasing things, mostly outdated thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, relationships. Relationships also include jobs. And so in general, 2020 is, a really big year. People would call it biblical times in a lot of ways. People will say the apocalypse is here, and depending upon what you believe, that may or may not be true. But one thing you can't deny is there is a major shift happening on a global level of people becoming much more in tune with things that matter. Meaning things that matter to their heart, not so much outside validation, because so much of what constitutes outside validation is closed, inaccessible to you. And so that massive shift is just us getting back in tune with like nature and the earth. And we've already talked about in previous episodes how, fish and other animals are showing up in places they haven't been in decades. So that just goes to speak on to that huge shift that's happening. So this is the last super moon, which means this is a fantastic moon to release anything that you're kind of been holding on to, if any remnants of the past that you're holding on to. I just moved and found a picture with my ex and threw that bad boy out. Like, just whatever it is, this is just the perfect time for that. I've been noticing a lot of people who previously have been givers, like overgivers, maybe I would say, more specifically overgivers, are really taking this time to turn in and give that energy to themselves instead. And for those who have been doing that over the past couple of months, I'm seeing that a lot of the seeds that they've sown are already starting to show fruit, which is really beautiful to see. But yeah, that's what's going on in the cosmos right now. I would say how it's affecting me. I definitely just moved and it was definitely more of an upgrade. You know, what they say about noticing the how, that's so important because I knew I had a goal, you know, to move to a house and have a backyard that my son could play in. And if I was attached to the how, it probably wouldn't have happened, and there's no way I could have foreseen it happening the way that it happened. But it did in ways that I couldn't imagine, and it's better than I could have imagined.
That's what's up.
And so for me, I think this super full moon has been about really releasing my attachment. I have control issues. I'm a Scorpio, so I like to control and dictate everything. I'm very much an alpha, so that's been something that I've been working through during this full moon. What about you guys?
That's good. Thank you for that. I've been feeling that vibe too, like just not so worried about the how, just, you know, more so just trying to get it done, you know, and just being grateful for the times that we have. You know, with this corona stuff going on, it's so uncertain with what's happening in the world with the production, entertainment industry. You know, we as creatives, a lot of stuff is uncertain right now. So I'm just saying all that to say, I'm having to keep my anxiety at a low by waking up with gratefulness, waking up humble, waking up for even the smallest things. You know what I'm saying? Thankful for even our conversations, keeping it real, and just good people. Everything is uncertain, so that I'm not making too many hard plans, but I am still setting goals and still making sure that I wrap up things that are not necessarily taken care of. So other than that, I'm cool. I'm staying blessed, staying peaceful. Again, keeping my anxiety low, keeping my medicine, and you know, all that good stuff. So, Isaac, what about you?
I'm just trying
your birthday. How was your birthday? And with the Taurus, with the Zodiac, like, do you feel the new moon spirit and all that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I know I'm doing more things than I normally do. I know that I've severed some relationships that I probably didn't need anymore recently. I'm not sure that's part of it. I'm looking at life like I need to make some changes. You know what I mean? So that could be all part of that moon you're talking about. But I'm here for it.
That's pretty deep. Yeah, that's
this is
pretty
a
deep.
great time to take a salt bath. I was reading. So I don't
not
know.
The Morton salt in your
right.
Yeah, not Morton's. Do like
I'm about to put some Mortons in there. You shrivel the fuck up. I'll be dehydrated. Nigga fuck around dying in the bath. I never gonna come out that bathtub. Tripping.
You don't do baths?
What I'm saying is that I'm about to go pour a whole bunch of Morton salt into a bath and fuck around and die.
No, get some
That's
like
hilarious.
salt or something.
I can do a bath.
Do you have any crystals, Isaac?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I heard I should probably get some.
For your birthday, I'll have to gift you some crystals since that's the LA thing to do anyway.
Is it? Yeah. Crystals?
Yeah.
That's good.
Crystals and incense, maybe a little oil.
Yeah, you know what? I definitely do oil. I used to do a lot more oil. Now I use coconut oil for the ladies because they got tired of the thick oil I put on their bodies. So
you don't put coconut oil on the beard?
What kind of oil was he putting?
Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man.
I was gonna say, cause wait, you know I'm gonna inquire, but coconut oil is not a bad thing. It's very great. I
have
coconut and shea.
I have one on top of my bed, and I have one in the in the bathroom. Bathroom one is for people to use.
LaShane, remember that whenever we go over. You know, because I know, you know, the coconut don't have no little squirt top. You got to dip the hand in. So, you know.
Right. Do you have a spoon in it? Do you
I have a handprint in it.
Oh, no. We'll leave that over there.
Need a little ladle.
That's funny. That's funny. A measuring spoon. Just a certain amount.
Like get the thick like ice cream sticks or what is it? Popsicle sticks.
That's funny.
That girl. That girl. Man, out my fingertip. That's on the ass.
Corona, no double dipping in the coconut.
No double dipping. Yeah, no. Because you know, it's that coconut and shea butter is a thing. When people ask for something, it's like, let me give you some. You know, I'll give it to you. That's funny. Funny. Y'all got to keep good care of that skin. Let's see here. So that brings us to the end. I think what we're going to do next week for you guys, make sure y'all tune in. We're going to be talking about mental illness. We're going to be talking about when's the right time to tell.
Is that retardation? Is that what you mean? Retardation or mental? I'm sorry.
LaShane, why don't you define what we're going to be talking about next week? Like mental illness, like
anything you see a physician for. So if it's bipolar, if it's mood swings, if it's depression, if it's anxiety, if it's personality disorder, if it's PTSD, like if you're the one who has that illness, when is the right time to disclose? And if you've been on the other side of that, when have they disclosed? Did you feel like it was too soon, too late, unfair, or completely honest and comfortable? I think it's an interesting conversation to have for sure.
It'll be good. It'll be good. I like that. Can't hear you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for an amazing episode. This is episode 10 of the Socially Charged, Debatable, and Dope Privilege Show. Next week, please tune in to episode 11 where we're going to be discussing mental illness and when to tell. Included in that is always our front page news, celebrity report, new music coming out, and all of the rest of the good stuff. So in the meantime, between time, stay home, stay clean, stay safe, wrap it up. Open your Bibles, coconut oil, shea butter, all that good stuff. In the meantime, love y'all peeps. Y'all stay blessed.
Peace, y'all.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Bye.
It's only entertainment.